what's up? I'm Rick Z17, the Citadel of Rick's gift shop, Rick. It's a big mouthful. And let me tell you something crazy about what's going on right now. We're doing a crazy giveaway, a prize, a secret super prize. Oh my God, it's powered by Wendy's, Wendy's breakfast. What is the secret prize? Find out at our Adult Swim Festival. What else do we know? Not much, but Wendy's wants you to win because it's something a Rick made for other Ricks, but you could get your hands on it. Here, let me turn it over to Wendy's Rick. Hey, what's up? I'm Wendy's Rick. I put this together because I love Wendy's, and I also love the Citadel of Rick's gift shop. I also love that we managed to put this together, baby. Managed to put all the moving parts together. Wendy's and the Citadel of Rick's together. We're back over to you, Citadel Rick. Thanks, I'm Citadel Rick, Z17. So yeah, enter to win the gift shop giveaway. It's a prize made by Rick. It's an actual diegetic thing that is plucked from the universe of the show, and it's real, and you can win it. Hurry! It's powered by Wendy's breakfast. You got to get in there. You got to sign up and win. Do it now. Get in there.
Welcome to our special Adult Swim Festival Rick and Morty global celebration. We have gathered your favorite brains and voices behind this fan favorite animated series to answer questions from all around the world live. I am Terry Schwartz from IGN, and it is my great pleasure to introduce you to our incredible panel today. First off, voicing the best sister in every universe, Spencer Grammar. I feel like we should have like applause or something. Woo!
Hello.
It's just gonna be me shouting.
Hi, thank you.
Whether she's a space outlaw or a great mom, we always love Sarah Chalke. Woo! Voicing our favorite guy who just can't catch a break, we have Chris Parnell. Woo! Woo! The executive producer behind such amazing season 4 episodes as the Vat of Acid episode, Scott Martyr. Yay. And creator, executive producer, and sometimes voice of Phoenix person, Mr. Dan Harmon. We are here to celebrate this incredible series, and all of you across the world who watch it will be looking back at some of season 4's best moments in multiple languages and answering your questions. So please make sure you are dropping any questions you want us to talk about in the chat, and we'll get to them at the end of the panel. But first of all, thanks everyone for being here. It's been a couple months since we all hung out in a similar setting.
Yes,
yeah, you know, we all have just been on Zoom together though for the whole time.
Have I ever met you in real life?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
But virtual paths. I did want to congratulate you all on something big that's happened since our last hangout at Adult Swim Con, which is Rick and Morty won the Emmy for Outstanding Animated Program. So huge congrats on that.
Yay.
Congrats,
you guys did a great job. That was a great episode.
It is such a good episode, a good series in general. So we wanted to do some ice breaking to hang out and get everyone excited for what we have have coming up. And so we have some trivia to kick things off today. I have not prepped you for this at all. So at least we have multiple choice. I'm very curious to see which of these we get right.
I suck at this so bad every time.
Well, you have a 25% chance of getting the answer right. So this is like good odds to kick things off in.
Piece of cake.
I feel like great.
But since we are celebrating the global community who loves Rick and Morty, these are all global audience-themed questions. My first trivia question for you all is, how many languages is Rick and Morty available in? Is it A, 11 languages, B, 19 languages, C, 26 languages, or D, 32 languges?
I'm going D.
A.
C.
Going A.
C, big time.
I'll go B.
Well, we C. We have a good split there.
No.
C is the correct answer. It is 26 languages. Wow. I know, yeah. You guys do have an unfortunate bias here.
I feel like C is just a very popular multiple choice.
Yes, yes. I thought there were only
on
9 languages.
How many languages?
Dan thought there were only 9 total, so
yeah. Well, we've actually been working really hard to translate Rick and Morty in Latin as well, to like add some dead languages to the mix.
It's in like Quechua. It's in like a million other languages. That's cool.
Interesting.
People still speaking all those languages. Come on, we gotta obviously we see where this is going. The planet's gonna become one thing. Hurry up.
I mean, whatever it ends up being, it's gonna be one.
I'll learn.
It's going to be that high-pitched
one.
squeal that we all speak in 50 years.
I'm very excited though, because in a little bit in this panel, we're actually going to see some iconic scenes from season 4 localized in different languages, and none of us have seen those versions. So I know, Spencer, you're very invested in one specific nature of Summer's voice. You really want her to have that Valley Girl episode, no matter if it's Russian, if it's French, Swahili, like
it's got to have a little lilt. Like they really, I don't know if they're going to get it. I'm just saying it's not going to be the same. You know,
we'll all find out in real time.
It's okay. It's fine.
Is one of them Norwegian? I was in Norway. I love the people of Norway, and I hope they have a Rick and Morty translation of their own.
If not,
is that one of the 9 languages of the world?
Well, there's
That's number 4.
We know there's at least 26.
It's 26, right? That we have it in 26 languages. So it's got to be. I mean, I definitely did some like little promos for, I think, Norway, and or Sweden.
We'll find out before the end of this panel.
I know, what is
Rick
the
and Morty is
26th language?
All right, next question. Because I do not have a full list here, but goodness, I wish I did. Okay, next trivia question. How many territories is Rick and Morty available in? Is it A, 100, B, 125, C, 150, or D, 200 territories?
This question begs so many questions. Territories? That's a very weird.
Territories as in like the tiny little places that you sell TV shows to in the U.S.
I'm gonna go B. I'm gonna go B this time. I'm gonna go B.
Okay.
I'm going C since I was lucky last time.
I like C. I'm with you, Sarah. We're doing C.
C, 150.
Chris is correct. It is 200 territories.
What?
Worldwide.
You're 2 for 2.
Do you guys
Who gave you the cheat sheets?
Chris actually wrote all these trivia questions so he has edge and everything.
And then arbitrary. My closet could be a territory. How many friend zones is Rick and Morty? Well, it depends on who you ask.
Well, we have a good visual cue for this next trivia question as well. Street artists have painted murals all over the world celebrating Rick and Morty. Where in the world is this one located? Is it A, in the West Bank, B, in Berlin?
I don't see it.
C, in Toronto? Can you see it popped up on?
Yep, I see it.
Yeah,
I see.
Or D, so is West Bank, Berlin, Toronto, or Turkey?
Well, it's got to be Berlin, right?
Berlin.
I'm sure they left some
Berlin.
Up.
I would say Berlin.
B, Berlin.
I'm going Berlin.
It's got
I'm gonna
that
go
confidence.
I'm gonna go West Bank. Why not?
It is the West Bank.
Damn it!
But I bet Berlin has amazing Rick and Morty
The West Bank is the new
murals as
Berlin.
well.
Why is there a wall in the West Bank? No, you know what? Let's not get.
I know why. As soon as I was like, well, let's explain it.
It wasn't that wall
shall we?
in Berlin. We actually,
I think it's very similar, but different.
The West Bank is famous for their shiplap. So when I saw the backdrop,
You knew.
Very
I knew.
Is that where Sarah is right now?
She is in the West Bank.
Better than prison.
I am. Yeah, it's where I'm quarantining.
Can you get me $30 out of the West Bank? Then I'll pay you back.
Sure. Canadian?
Sarah's sisters are trying to chisel her out through the shiplap.
They weren't successful, but I did get headphones.
Again, this hangout for all of us together with everyone who's watching is a celebration of the truly global nature of Rick and Morty. And I had a question for all of you. You know, this has been a show that has been so celebrated over the years. Over the course of its increase in fandom, did any of you have like an oh my God moment where you realized just how fully global the Rick and Morty fandom had gone?
I feel like it's hard to wrap your head around that, you know.
The internet in general kind of masks everybody as an American if you're an American, because you project American onto everybody, and then you have the strangest conversations where someone will reveal that they're a fan in Lebanon or something like that, and it's almost like it's almost like people have been socialized to not lead with where they're from when they have conversations with you as a fan on the internet. But I guess my answer to that is I have those constantly, because at the end of an exchange, someone will say, by the way, I'm in Spain, after having this exchange in English with you about the show. So it happens a lot online, but that's not a good answer.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, I know. Oh, go, Spencer.
Well, not recently. Obviously, no one travels at all at the moment. But when I had gone to Spain for a weekend in February of last year, I have this Rick and Morty card holder, and people will always be like, "Oh, cool card holder. Where'd you get that?" And I was like, "Oh, dude." They're like, "Oh, I love that show." And somebody's like, "Oh, I love that show too." And they're like, "Yeah, you watch a beer, you drink the show, you watch the show, you drink a beer." And I was like, "Cool, I know, it's great, thank you. I'll just take that pencil and that notebook." Like, it's really, they don't know I'm on the show at all, like, which is fine. And I get really embarrassed because sometimes if I'm with my son, he'll be like, "My mom does the voice of Summer." And I'll be like, "Oh, God." And they're like, "Oh, really?" They're like, "Oh, really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do." They're like, "Can you do the Summer voice? Can you do it?" I'm like, "Well, it's kind of just my voice." Anyways.
I've trained.
No, it is very global, to be honest, because everywhere I've been, people are like, "Oh, Rick and Morty!" Like whenever I pull out the card holder, but that's the only way I know.
Sarah, Spencer, can you do it in accents from everybody that you've heard?
Oh my God, it's all the same one. "Oh my God, wow, Rick and Morty." It's just always that one. That's the only one I do. I mean, I guess I could do like, "Oh my God, it's Rick and Morty. I love that show. It's so good." That's
nice.
Nice. That. I didn't get anyone from England though, so.
No.
Well, it was the artist from the West Bank. So.
Right, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Exactly.
I believe we have some fan art that we can show at this point too, to really kind of celebrate some of the incredible talent from around the world. I think we have a slideshow that we can share. But it is really incredible just how like people have kind of taken this show that you all have created together and put their own stamp on it and celebrated it both with cosplay and fan art and everything else. I don't know if we're able to show that. I see. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Like, look at this.
That's
it's
not what I
incredible how creative.
That's so good.
That was very unexpected. It's like Marilyn Manson.
I love that.
This is from Australian makeup artist Pigeon Pie Art has created this, which can you even imagine?
So cool.
This makes me want a Rick and Morty IRL episode, live action. This is a graffiti wall in China featuring Rick and Morty. This is from wanderlustwelshman.com.
Oh.
They can watch it in China?
I'm sure they'll find a way. Clearly, this is Rick and Morty street art at a burger restaurant in Mar del Plata in Argentina. I love this.
That's so cool.
Wow, that one looks really cool. That'd be a cool shirt.
Kind of Pink Floyd, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, this is in Brighton in the UK.
Wow.
Yeah. It's the Harry Potter version of.
And then this is from, I'm going to butcher the name of the city it's from, but this is from the country of Georgia, street art as well.
It's almost like the South Park version.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it's still got the hair. But yeah, we just want to.
So cool.
That's cool.
I know you guys are all in varying degrees of, social media and being online. But for those of you who are, do you get people sending like fan art, or do you look at cosplay or anything like that of characters?
Yeah, the coolest was when we got to go to Comic-Con in person and to go and see all of the unbelievable art. I have a few posters from artists there, and that kind of blew my mind. Such talent.
And Dan, I mean, for you, I'm sure with your other shows this happens as well, but what's that experience like as a creator to see how people, like fans, interpret your work and kind of put their own spin on it?
It is simultaneously the coolest part of it. Not that there's anything wrong with someone just watching the show and making a sandwich and enjoying it, but it is the most flattering when you see someone who's really talented at wood carving or something, and they've chosen to pay tribute to your cartoon in this like elaborate wood sculpture or something like that. And it's also like, it's intimidating because it makes you go, well, geez, you kind of have a better version of the show in your head. Sometimes you see people who will make like a really beautiful oil style painting. My favorite Rick and Morty fan art was hanging on my dining room wall at my previous house, and it actually deeply influenced me in terms of thinking about the canon of the show, which is this kind of beautiful, epic oil painting of Rick and Bird Person from behind at what we came to call the Battle of Blood Ridge.
Oh, cool.
And it's just Rick comforting Bird Person who's cradling an unknown other bird species person. It's just this epic battle. It's like almost like a Frank Frazetta or kind of style, like super epic and beautiful. And I look at that stuff and I go, geez, I really want to live up to how dimensional you make this show in your head. It's a little scary sometimes, but it's important.
Yeah, I think it's honestly one of my favorite parts of getting to do panels like this where we can include the fans and connect them with everyone who's making the show, because I think that's the thing that sometimes, not surprises super fans, but they spend so much time thinking, digesting, rewatching, like internalizing the lore, the canon, these like small details in between the characters. And I think, I'm sure that there have been times that people have come up to you guys and like, oh, I love this, that, or the other about the series. And it's something that may have been a seemingly small moment, but really resonates with fans in a big way. And that's so cool, Dan, to hear you talk about how like someone who was able to make this beautiful piece of art based on a moment, an important moment in the series, could also shine back and impact you in terms of how you think about the series.
Yeah. It also drives home the importance of you needing to put yourself into your own work, because if you see a tattoo or a painting that somebody makes and you realize, wow, you interpreted these characters in this episode in this completely personal way, then you start to realize that's a billion people that are doing that, and I can't control how they receive it. And the only thing I can do is I need to do the reverse of that. I need to put a tattoo-worthy energy into a show without knowing how they're going to receive it. Going like, this is my fan art. Like here's what I'm thinking right now, and then knowing that it's just going to splash over them and hit them in all these different angles.
Yeah. And I love how there are those small moments that people take on and become a life of their own. Like my local burger joint in LA is, for whatever reason, doing special Szechuan sauce and like tofu veggie, like McDonald's style chicken nuggets this weekend to celebrate Rick and Morty, and like the pickles miracle seltzer coming. Burger Lords. Burger Lords represent.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, but that like it's like that type of thing where it's like, oh, we're going to celebrate it in this way, and it's like Szechuan sauce has now gone beyond McDonald's bringing it back, and people are doing their own spin on it, which I adore. But okay, before we dig in and do more look backs at season 4, I'm going to ask the elephant in the room question. I was allowed one. I begged, I pleaded. Dan, do you have any update that you can give us about season 5? I know this is the season 4 look back panel, but do you have anything you can tease since we last talked about what's ahead to keep everyone tided over until season 5's debut?
I think we're working on season 7 now, so I can't even keep track.
I know we're moving now.
We'll take season 7 spoilers too. Just
I wouldn't
jump
know
ahead.
if I was spoiling season 6 or season 5. I know that. I mean, we talked in the last panel that where we saw each other about just there's pretty groovy things coming regarding Beth, but that's such a generic thing to say. But Space Beth was not a one-off character. I guess that's a thing that could have been the case. Like you never see. We're never going to deal with. But am I wrong, Scott, or is it like we totally?
I mean, there's epic canon in season 5 coming.
Okay.
I mean, fans are gonna like get knocked over by the canon we're about to hit them with season 5.
Okay.
That is a perfect tease.
Well played.
Yes.
I've given nothing, but
something. But something.
I can't wait. I mean, I'm a huge fan before I even got to be on this show. So to get to write for it, like, just I get to feed my excitement of loving this show before I get to write for it. So you'll feel that in the show. It's season 5. I mean, all the stuff we're doing is so awesome.
I can't wait. I can't wait. And people know that we have many seasons ahead to look forward to as well.
Many seasons.
But let's celebrate season 4 and let's look back a little bit. So first up, we have a clip that we wanted to spotlight that did show the global nature of the series and show some different languages. So we are going to look back at one of the very best Summer and Beth moments from all of season 4, from episode 6, the Bechdel test. Let's take a look.
Your special time is your power. It makes you strong like a boob.
Strong against what?
Scorpions. Female scorpions. They're attacking outside. Come on. Fight them with your heavy special time. You do it too.
Seu momento especial é a sua força. E isso a deixa forte como seio.
Forte contra o quê?
Escorpiões. Escorpiões fêmeas. Estão atacando lá fora. Vamos! Lute contra elas com seu momento especial pesado.
Lute você também!
Ton cycle de femme, c'est ton pouvoir. Il te rend aussi forte qu'un nichon. Forte pour affronter quoi? Des scorpions. Des scorpions femelles. Elles sont dehors. Elles nous attaquent. Vite! Repousse-les avec ton flux très abondant. Oui, fais-le avec moi.
Eine starke Blutung bedeutet große Verantwortung. Sie macht dich stark wie eine Brust.
Stark gegen was?
Skorpione. Weibliche Skorpione. Sie greifen uns an. Los, komm! Bekämpfe sie mit deiner starken Periode.
Und du genauso.
Tu momento especial es tu poder. Te da fuerza como una teta.
¿Fuerza para qué?
Escorpiones. Escorpiones, mujer, atacan la casa. Vamos. Atácalos con tu momento especial fuerte.
Tú también.
Te specjalne dni dają nam siłę, dzięki nim jesteś twarda jak sód.
Siłę do walki z czym?
Skorpionami, kobietami skorpionami atakują nasz trawnik, chodź! Zabij je swoimi kobiecymi dniami.
Ty też to zrób.
Tus días especiales son tu poder. Te hacen fuerte como un seno.
¿Fuerte contra qué?
Escorpiones. Escorpiones hembra. Están atacando afuera. ¡Vamos! ¡Pelea con tus días abundantes!
Tú también hazlo.
Wow.
I love it. It's so fun to see in all the different languages. It is.
That was incredible.
Shout out to scorpions for keeping their name across the planet.
That's what I was going to say. It was so much better that every language had their own version of scorpion in there. So you like, oh, yep, that moment.
Oh,
that moment.
I wonder what the birthplace of the scorpion is. Clearly like the crescent, the Fertile Crescent or something, because our word for scorpion just exploded into a cloud that remained pretty consistent. But every other word is, you know, it's a mixed bag. But boy, a scorpion's a scorpion on Earth. That's pretty cool.
I want someone in the comments to tell us who are from those locations if like the summer inflection is like the Valley Girl equivalent of that
Right.
local
Yes,
language.
I would like to know that too. That's funny.
I think some of them it definitely wasn't.
like in Russia, they're like, the closest equivalent is Czechoslovakia. It's kind of the valley.
Valley of
Ukraine.
No, I know.
I'm so sad we never got. I'm so bummed we didn't get a kick at the can to voice our characters in other languages. It could have validated my every Monday and Thursday after school going to German school for an hour and a half and then going to school all day in French.
Going to
maybe
German
this is your
school.
chance.
I was gonna say, I was like, I could do the French one.
Right?
Like, we should do the French version just
You guys
for
are falling into
ourselves,
this.
Sarah.
You guys are just linguistic Scarlett Johanssons right now. There
Mit
are
deinen
German
starken Periode.
actors that need to play that part. You do not come in with your American voices and go, I can be the voice of any country.
No, Dan, I could definitely not do as well as those lovely actors. I just need some reason that my parents sent me to school all day in French and then German school after school.
So I don't know. It makes you international. You could get by if you had to escape to France
At the very least, we have to get you to German Comic-Con or something like that so that you can speak to everyone.
Someday.
Yeah, in their native language. I did want to ask you all, have any of you had a favorite fan interaction from over the years you'd want to share with us?
Well, there was that guy who kept following us at Comic-Con and kept trying to jump on the cart, the golf cart. Do you remember that guy? And then all the other people were like, get out of my way. That was exciting. I was like, we've made it. We've made it. There's somebody who's trying to there's the scary person trying to get us. We know we've gotten to the level that we needed to. Nobody ever knows it's me, really.
Yeah.
For 9-year-olds, that my son told, and they'll be like.
So his class specifically are your number one fans. They all know.
Or he just started a new school and it's in person, which is very exciting, but we don't know. We'll see to Monday. I don't know, whenever. But one of the teachers who watches them apparently was a big fan, and he told them that I was the mom of his, and that I played Summer. Sorry. Came out really wrong. And they were like, really? Do they believe a 9-year-old, or do they think that 9-year-old is just making up, lies? I don't know.
I get a lot of fan. I get a lot of fan feedback through my dad, who's a walking billboard for the show, wearing a hat, a shirt, sweatpants. He's like, you wouldn't believe it. The guy at the teller at the bank fell off his stool when I walked in. He's a big fan. I'm like, great. Can he get an extra large T-shirt? I'm like, you have to give that guy a T-shirt. That seems like a stretch. I give it to family. We'll give him a T-shirt. Sure, why not?
I remember at the very beginning of the Trump administration when we were flying in from somewhere, me and my friend and my then girlfriend, now fiance, we landed at LAX just when there was these huge protests happening about protesting the immigration ban and stuff. So LAX was kind of shut down. So we flew into an empty LAX and then walked with our luggage into this giant protest where the police were showing up, and there's all these kids in homemade gas masks with made of little drinking bottles and things and motorcycle helmets because they're ready to rumble. And I was just sort of standing there with my backpack and wondering, am I going to get arrested, or can you call an Uber from a protest or whatever? And I just remember one of these kind of Antifa kids just looked like a homemade Darth Vader as the cops are standing there, and there's people going, white people up front, and I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna get murdered. And then there's just a kid, and he goes by the way, I'm a really big fan. And it was just really funny because I was like, I hope the tear gas comes out now. There's just
it's on my leaf blower.
I love Rick and Morty.
I'm a big fan of your work, by the way. Through this gas mask.
And then
that's surreal.
All right, Chris, did you have one you were going to share, and then we can go into our
I was just going to say, sometimes guys will come up to me and tell me how much they can relate to Jerry, and I was like, no, me too.
Okay, so we do have another clip. I'm actually pretty sure this is from a cut chapter of George R. R. Martin's upcoming The Winds of Winter that we've repurposed for Rick and Morty. I'm, of course, talking about the Slut Dragon scene from Season 4, Episode 2, Claw and Hoarder, Special Rick and Morty. Let's take a look.
We are the Slut Dragons. We live in these slut caves where we suck and eat, and we kindly ask that you leave. If the wizard knows we are here, he will imprison us.
Yeah, we like it down here because we can woolly mammoths. Get out!
Get the out of here,
Shut
Michael.
Up, Michael. You're the only one that that thing. Get the out of here.
Well, at least I'm not into play.
You.
Nous sommes les dragons salopes. Nous vivons dans ces grottes où nous baisons, nous suçons et mangeons des Et sauf votre respect, vous devez partir. Si le sorcier nous trouve, il nous emprisonnera.
Ouais, nous on aime vivre ici parce qu'on peut se taper des mammouths laineux. Tirez-vous
C'est
d'ici,
Michael. Y'a que toi qui se tape ce truc, alors fais pas chier et pars-toi.
Je suis pas scatophile, moi, au moins.
Tac!
Somos os dragões rampeiros. Vivemos aqui onde fodemos, lambemos e comemos bundas. E pedimos gentilmente para irem embora. Se o mago souber que estamos aqui, nos aprisiona.
É, a gente gosta daqui porque dá pra molhar o biscoito com mamutes peludos. Vaza!
Fora daqui, Michael! Você é o único que trepa com essa merda! Sai daqui, caralho!
Mas eu não vejo Two Girls on Cup!
Furry de merda!
Wir sind Schlampendrachen. Wir ficken, blasen und schlecken Ärsche in diesen Höhlen aus. Und ich bitte euch höflichst zu gehen. Wenn der Zauberer uns findet, sperrt er uns ein.
Ja, wir mögen's hier unten, weil wir flauschige Mammuts ficken können. Verschwindet!
Halt dein dummes Maul,
Verpiss
Michael!
dich,
Michael, du bist der Einzige, der das Ding fickt. Und jetzt hau ab!
Zumindest stehe ich nicht auf Kaviarspiele.
Fick dich!
Somos los dragones furcias. Vivimos en estas cuevas golfas donde follamos, chupamos y comemos culos. Y os pedimos que os marchéis. Si el mago descubre dónde estamos, nos apresará.
Sí, nos gusta esto porque podemos follar mamuts lanudos. ¡Largo!
Vete a tomar por culo, Michael. El único que se folla esa cosa eres tú. Vete a de una vez.
Al menos no me va la copro.
¡Que te den!
Jesteśmy smoczymi szmatami. Mieszkamy w szmackiniach. Się zsiemy i liżemy i prosimy, żebyście sobie poszli. Jeśli czarodziej nas odnajdzie, trafimy do lochu.
Tak, szmackinie są najlepsze! Można wymiany mamuty! Spadł!
Zamknij się,
Dalej
Michael!
stąd, Michael! Nikt oprócz ciebie nie tego czegoś. Wypierdalaj stąd!
Przynajmniej nie bawię się gównem!
Nosotros somos los dragones del sexo. Vivimos en las cuevas de sexo donde fornicamos, succionamos y comemos traseros. Deberían irse si el hechicero se entera, nos encerrará.
Sí, nos gusta aquí porque podemos fornicar con mamuts lanudos.
¡Fuera de aquí, Michael!
Cállate, Michael.
Tú eres el único que fornica con esa cosa. ¡Lárgate de aquí!
Al menos no me gusta el excremento.
¡Púdrete!
I was really hoping Slut Dragon would be the same as Scorpion, where like
that would have been amazing. I was hoping Woolly Mammoth would have been the thing that was the same.
No, apparently they all have different names.
What's kind of surprising is that apparently in German the
word slut?
German exchange sounded the least angry. Like it was the when they're in the least they were just explaining casually.
It's just very literal.
All the things they like to do in the cave, and then the guy was like, "Also, I'll offer this German thing," and they're like, "Hey,
like,
come on, pipe down over there, German guy that does a different thing." And it was sort of like keeping it even keel.
All right, we do have one more clip. We do have one more clip to show to you all before we get to fan questions. So this last look back clip is from season 4, episode 9, Spring Break Camping. Let's take a look.
What kind of parents drag their kids away for the entire week of spring break? I'm missing Mike Triskett's drug party. Look at this. He's already watching Euphoria at a pregame.
Pregame. Game. Video game.
Yes, drugs and video games. Poor babies. What you need is to level up with a bong rip of nature. Trust me, this is good for you.
Can someone just kill me? Grandpa Rick, you can kill anything.
No, he can't, Summer. We're roughing it. And that means no sci-fi bullshit. Isn't that right, Rick?
Uh-huh.
Rick, was that a sci-fi phone call?
Shut up, Jerry.
Que tipo de pais obrigam os filhos a irem por fim de semana inteiro nas férias? Eu queria ir na festa das drogas do Mike Triskett. Olha só, ele já tá assistindo Euforia no Esquenta.
Esquenta, jogo, videogame.
Ah, tá, com certeza. Drogas e videogames. Tadinhos de vocês. O que precisam mesmo é passar de nível com uma bela bongada de natureza. Confie em mim, vai ser bom pra vocês.
Alguém pode me matar? Vovô Rick, você pode matar qualquer coisa.
Não, não pode, Summer. Vamos de modo roots aqui. Ou seja, nada de porcaria de ficção científica, não tô certo, Rick? Rick, essa foi uma chamada de ficção científica.
Cala a boca, Jerry.
C'est quoi ces parents qui emmènent leurs gosses en vacances pendant toute la semaine du spring break? Je rate la soirée drogue de Mike Triscuit. Il est déjà en train de mater la série Euphoria. C'est pas du jeu.
Pas du jeu. Jeux vidéo.
Oui, la drogue et les jeux vidéo. Pauvre petit chéri. Ce dont vous avez besoin, c'est de vous ressourcer en prenant un bon gros shoot de nature. Ça vous fera du bien, faites-moi confiance.
Est-ce que l'un de vous pourrait me tuer? Grand-père, tu peux tuer n'importe quoi.
Non, il ne peut pas, Summer. On renonce au confort. Ça veut dire pas de recours à la science-fiction, n'est-ce pas, Rick? Rick, ce n'était pas un appel de science-fiction.
La ferme, Jerry.
Kim trzeba być, żeby skazać własne dzieciaki na wspólny weekend w majówkę? Przegapiłam Wielki Ćpańską Majka. Sama zobacz, jest 16, a oni już oglądają Euforię. Ograłbym w grę przez cały weekend.
Tak, gry wideo i narkotyki. Biedne dzieci. Załatwię wam wejście na wyższy level, żeby zaciągnąć się naturą. Poważnie, wyjdzie wam to na dobre.
OMG, już wolę umrzeć. Dziadku Ricku, możesz mnie zabić?
Nie może, Summer. Jedziemy w dzicz. Z dala od chłamu z science fiction. Rick się zgodził, prawda?
Aha.
Rick, czy to był telefon science fiction?
Stolpes, Jerry.
The Polish actor kind of sounded like me a little bit.
Sounded like you.
Yeah. I feel like he was channeling good Jerry energy.
Really a good Jerry. And then, watch out.
Video
Chris.
I like hearing Mike Triscuit in every language.
Same.
Mike Triscuit.
It's like Dick Van Patten from Wayne's World.
Now, everyone watching, you all have been so patient, and some of you are probably up way past your bedtime to watch this. So now it is time to ask your questions. We have been gathering them from throughout the stream. So without further ado, let's dig into what the fans want to know. First up, we have Jason from France. Jason is wondering, what are the things you most like from fans? Probably not jumping on golf carts.
I don't know. What do you guys most like? Just
I
say
guess
you
the
like
reactions
it?
that we get when we're, back when we used to be able to go to Comic-Con or something, just hearing people respond live to the show when it was screened, that was pretty gratifying and cool and exciting.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's always nice to meet somebody in person as well because, we never get to meet anybody, and we do what we do, and we hope everybody enjoys it as much as they can. But when you get to meet somebody in real life and they say, hey, thank you for I really love the show. It reminds me of such and such. I don't know. That's a really lovely thing to hear. I don't know. I feel the same way about TV too, because it's like my best friend sometimes. Sadly. It's like really sad. No, it does. Like if you're just like a single mom living in New York City in a quarantine, like TV is like your best fucking friend. Sorry, like it really is. And so I don't know. I feel like I kind of get it now. I get it.
Well, I'm sure for you guys too, when for an animated series and you're recording your voice acting from within a VO booth, you don't get that experience of if you're on a sitcom and you get the studio audience or something like that. So when you actually do get to see it all come together and see fans react to it, respond to it, I'm sure it is really special.
Yeah. I like to hear I like to hear not even the stories. They don't have to be interesting stories or anything. I do like to hear how the show figures into their life, because it's always different. I'm just always so curious. Do you watch it on your laptop in your bed with your significant other? Did you watch all 3 seasons in 48 hours, or have you? I like the details of how they're consuming it, because it's always interesting, and then they get to talk about themselves, and we're still talking about the thing that fascinates me, which is my work. So then those exchanges are always great.
Yeah. Now, Oscar from sorry, Sarah, I didn't mean to.
I was going to say it's so cool. Just the age range of people that enjoy this show. Like I have people who comment to me about it who are 14, and that people who are 80, and I think it's just cool hearing from everybody what a wide range of people it appeals to.
Yeah. We have another question for Oscar in Sweden. They ask, do you ever get tired of the Pickle Rick memes? And I realize the irony of this when I have 2 different Pickle Rick swag items behind me on my desk. But do you guys get sick of Pickle Rick?
No.
Never. It's one of my favorite episodes.
Never.
The idea of taking something like that and then taking it and making it so serious was one of my favorite episodes of all time.
It's so good.
My father was recently at a New Jersey flea market, and a guy running a pickle station thought my dad was a new pickle guy on the scene because he was wearing a Pickle Rick shirt. He's like, hey, get out of here, Pickle Rick. My dad's like, no, it's a big famous TV show. It's a show. And, no, you're Pickle Rick. You get out of here. We got enough pickles. We're good here. On the pickles, my dad couldn't get through to him. He's like, no, you're Pickle Rick. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
I like that they got more than just you.
Jersey story.
They got more than just you joining the show. They also have your dad as a brand ambassador for.
Good or bad for the show. Yeah. Around the tri-state area.
This is a question from Javier from Spain. They ask, Rick and Morty has many references to science fiction and fantasy movies. Which are your favorite references?
It's really specific. I don't know. This is a Dan question, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I
don't know. I like when you make fun of Star Wars.
Aliens, like Glorzo with the face huggers.
Glorzo with the aliens, yeah. You know, like when you were like, oh, this is very Star Wars. What episode was that? Was that the one that's all of your? Oh, that was the story train one. Yeah. Where you had to, it's just reference. Before they do
my favorite test. Reference, just because it feels more personal, is the reference to Zardoz in the episode where they end up going to the center of Glazorpazorp, and where the women control the center of the planet, and the heads that float over the planet and dump sex dolls out so that the males can satisfy themselves. Those heads are, very directly from Zardoz, the Sean Connery movie in the 70s. But also, I believe the head itself is a sort of likeness of porn star Nick Manning, I think. Because
We're
the head
looking for
itself is saying that it's dropping loads. It's dropping loads. Dropping loads.
Dropping.
It's a rare intersection of contemporary smut and really obscure 70s science fiction.
Well, it is incredible because like every episode is so jam-packed with all these references. There are many fans, like I've seen them on YouTube, who just make a job out of for every episode trying to catch every single reference and like break them down for people who may have missed them, which is like pretty fun. And honestly, I think that I catch a lot of them, but then I watch that and I'm like, oh my gosh, like that was a reference to that head was a reference to a porn star. Like,
Right.
Did not even know. We have about 5 more minutes for fan questions, so we'll chug through a couple more. This one is from Vuzi in South Africa, who asks, who would be your dream guest star?
We've gotten to have already a couple of my dreams, like I think Susan Sarandon was unbelievable, and getting to have Jermaine Clements as a sentient alien fart.
As a fart.
As a fart.
Goldblum.
Have you ever had Ian McKellen?
Jeff, did you say Jeff Goldblum?
Yeah,
said Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen.
And Jeff Goldblum. I mean,
yes.
Why not both?
Yeah, it's true.
What about like an alien that had an Ian McKellen head and a Jeff Goldblum body?
We all should be.
It's very sexy.
I mean,
If they got combined in a device that
this seems like a good season 7 plot. I mean, I'm just putting it out there. But...
I'm writing it down.
Okay, good.
We'll circle back on it.
Spencer has a backstory to her Ian McKellen reaction. Like we said, Ian McKellen. She was
what?
Like, was he like a rude house guest? when Frasier was at his peak, your dad had Ian McKellen over, and he like put his feet up on the coffee
Ian McKellen.
table.
Oh yeah.
Not my favorite actor.
Great. He's so good. Sure. Yeah. He's not the best when you invite him over for dinner, but like so good. His voice is, it's fine. No, I have no backstory.
Okay. All right.
I do think of that there was like this, it was a long time ago where there was that Facebook thing with him and what's his name? And they were like doing all of these fun like things, like going on, I don't
Patrick
know,
Stewart?
motorcycles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cute. That was cute.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only story I think I can reference to that.
It's a good story. Okay, we have another question. It's kind of a lore question from Mateo Estevez in Ecuador. They ask, is Rick some kind of dope physicist, or did he just learn everything on his own? Oh, I jumped ahead. I did not read this. Who is your favorite character? I wanted to cram in a couple other ones. So this question was, is Rick some kind of dope physicist, or did he just learn everything on his own?
I don't think he's entirely self-taught.
Yeah.
I think he probably had a little bit of academic training, but he's probably one of those guys that it's hard to tell, like because you're
lots of
smart
potential.
Enough, one of those, you get a scholarship to MIT because in grade school you're already revealing that you know more than the teachers, and so you're simultaneously getting an education, but also proving over and over again that you just have a
earn that
brain. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he like sat under a
yeah.
bridge and taught himself like with a stick in the mud or something. Like I think he went to some schools. Stay in school, kids. or rather, stay out of school right now.
But still learn.
Very
Never stop
specific to
learning.
right
Learn
now.
for 3 hours a
Only
day.
specific to right now, though.
Right now, stay out of school. But while you're staying out of school,
2020, November
Read
2020,
every book
stay
you
out of
can get
school.
a hold of. You know,
Wow, that's powerful.
don't play video games. You know.
Yeah, just generally pay attention and learn. Dan, this is a question from you from Sam LaRoche in Montreal. Sam says, since your song-making abilities are off the chain now, any
They
chance
are.
a 100% musical episode for Rick and Morty?
I think that's probably going to
Possible.
happen at some point. But I also will say, I think that we had conversations about that, and part of the result was the "Show Me What You Got" kind of episode. That was just a reaction to Justin recording so many crazy songs. It was like, we gotta get Swifty in an episode. Like, can we? So it'll probably be a while before we. The truth is, when Kanye came to the office, that's all we talked about. We broke an entire story around. Like, it was like, okay, what's a Kanye West episode going to be? And the answer is definitely it would be like musically oriented. So there's always a bunch of like reasons to go there.
Yeah.
It'll have to be real good.
I feel like you could do one like a TV like commercial style episode, but it's just like each commercial is a different musical component.
Yeah, I like the idea of hanging a lantern on the idea of having to make hit songs or something. Like as with the Get Swifty thing, like, and doing that to the max, I think is a fun idea. As opposed to like the very brilliant like Joss Whedon kind of Buffy. Concept where it was like, oh, we have we're cursed and we have to sing all the time, or the Scrubs episode where what was it, a head injury or something? There was somebody that just perceived everybody as singing all the time.
Yes,
That was
yes. And I
so
was
good.
conspicuously absent because I was kicked out of the choir in grade 5 by Mrs. McKinnon.
They just ditched you. They're like, Sarah, we're doing a musical episode.
Take a week off.
I was so excited. No, I was in it. I got to dance. And I got to sing like a little bit. And for the lines I got to sing, I would be like in tutorial in the studio and they'd be like, okay, that was good. It was a little bit higher on that note because you hear this and now you hear this. And I'm like, yes. And I don't hear the difference at all. And all I wanted to do was be in musicals. I mean, I started out in musical theater and I just wanted to be Eponine in Les Mis. And then I was in grade 5, which is Canadian for 5th grade. And Mrs. McKinnon said, we were singing Christmas carols in a mall in school. It wasn't like a fancy choir, it was just Christmas carols in the mall. And Mrs. McKinnon was like, Chalk girls, just mouth the words for this performance. So we were in the mall going like, so into it, so passionate, and completely tone deaf.
Well, what if you get to sing it in German?
You were spotted in that choir, mouthing the words with so much feeling.
Yes, with so much feeling. But in the Rick and Morty musical, I've been working on my singing, and I'm ready, Dad.
She's ready.
I'm ready.
We need to make this happen now.
Please.
Now, thank you all for all your amazing questions that you all submitted. It wouldn't be a Rick and Morty panel without some surprise. So we did bring something that is special as a treat. Let's take a look.
Are you tired of your butter being so far away? Hey, what's up? I'm Rick Z17, the Citadel of Rick's gift shop, Rick. It's a big mouthful. Come on down to the Citadel of Rick's gift shop where you can enter to win a real-life butter robot. It's powered by Wendy's Breakfast. You hear what I just said? It's an actual moving, talking butter robot that'll fetch you butter and it'll watch you eat a Wendy's honey butter chicken biscuit while it has an existential breakdown. Here, let me turn it over to Wendy's Rick. Hey, what's up? I'm Wendy's Rick. I gotta tell you, I love that Wendy's breakfast. It's really good. And I also love the Citadel of Rick's gift shop. I also love that we managed to put this together, baby. Managed to put all the moving parts together. Wendy's and the Citadel of Rick's together. We're back over to you, Citadel Rick. Thanks, I'm Citadel Rick, Z17. So yeah, enter to win the butter robot in the gift shop giveaway powered by Wendy's Breakfast. It's an actual diegetic thing that is plucked from the universe of the show. And it's real. And you can win it. Butter robot. Hurry. It's powered by Wendy's Breakfast. You gotta get in there. You gotta sign up and win. Do it. Do it now. Do it now. Get in there.
Oh, great.
And you can order your own butter robot right now at adultswimfestival.com or thebutterrobot.com. Yeah, a real one. You can get your own butter robot.
One.
I want one too. I really hope that it is fully realistically functioning.
Is it sentient and knows that its only role is to serve you butter?
It's really depressed.
You too can buy your own depressed, sentient, butter spreading robot at adultswimfestival.com or thebutterrobot.com. And if you can't wait to get yours in the mail, don't worry, because our very own Justin Roiland unboxed this amazing collectible to give us our first look at the butter robot from Digital Dream Labs. It is real. Let's take a look at Justin's great unboxing.
Hey, I'm Justin Roiland, co-creator of Rick and Morty, and I'm here today for stuff. Now's the part of the video where I'm gonna get the butter robot and open it for the first time, just like you will if you buy one. This is like I'm gonna simulate the experience here for you. All right. Okay, so there's a lot of tape on this. I'm making sure that it takes a while to get into it, so your anticipation continues to build. Okay, let's see what we got inside, shall we? Oh, there's my buddy. There he is, an early prototype of the butter robot. Look at that. Look at this guy. Look at those little hands to hold the butter. His little tracks, he can move around, you know? I mean, you can spin them in circles. You can drive them with your phone, with your smartphone. Beautiful camera, so people will know if you're filming them. Nobody's gonna be confused when they see this guy on the ground looking up at them, that they're being watched by some creepy person somewhere else in the building. This is gonna be a fun little thing. You can charge it, right? It's got a USB-C charging plug. It's gonna be fun. You're gonna be able to really spook your friends, you know? So here it is. It might recite some poetry for you, who knows? If it goes too rogue, setting it on fire, throwing it away, none of that will work. And it will kill everyone you love. It'll find a knife in your own kitchen, personalizing the attacks. Anyway, yep, this is it, the butter robot. Buckle up, get ready.
So you too can buy a butter robot that may or may not kill your family, or you might find it holding a knife. Available at adultswimfestival.com or thebutterrobot.com. And to celebrate this historic moment, Hot Topic is releasing 2 new butter robot t-shirt designs, and Hot Topic will offer a 30% discount off Rick and Morty product until November 15th, online only. Please don't go to the Hot Topic stores. Please purchase these online. The code to get this 30% off discount will be RM30. And again, that's valid only until November 15th on hottopic.com and not combinable with other offers. So if this panel, I know, getting all the jargon out of the way. You guys gonna get your butter robot t-shirts? You gonna get one for your dad, Scott?
Yes, I'm going to get him some new spacers at Hot Topic.
Thank you all so much for being here. That's the time we have. We have to say goodbye, but always a pleasure to be with you and celebrate Rick and Morty with all the great fans out here and you incredible people as well.
Thank you, Terry.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Terry.
It was nice seeing everybody.
Yeah. It was good to see you again.
So
maybe one day it'll be in real life.
Now, if this panel got you ready to get swifty in here, don't forget you can stream all 4 seasons of Rick and Morty uncensored on HBO Max right now. But don't actually leave right now. We want you to stick around because Robin Presents Club Domo is coming up next at Adult Swim Festival. So we want to make sure you check that out. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.
Bye. Thank you.